hey, Kevin, how you doing, man? What's going on? What have you been doing since we saw you last, and things like that. So, and for that reason, and plus it was my first job, and it was a whole new world for me to be on sitcoms. So, but yeah, Tim and Steven Weber were just
Steven Weber, Crystal
really cool. Tony Shalhoub was on the show.
Tony Shalhoub was on the show. Crystal Bernard was on the show.
Yeah, and of course
Thomas Hayden Church. Yeah.
That was...
I'm like, we're sitting here, I'm going like, can you tell that I watched that show?
Yeah. and then I worked with Rebecca again on Frasier many years later.
Oh, wow.
I didn't really work with her. We didn't have any scenes together, but we were there together working, if you know what I mean. But so Madam Secretary, I like that show, and that not unfortunately, Madam Secretary shoots in New York. I assume they come out to L.A. or they put out casting notices for L.A. actors, but I think they're if you have to live in New York, unless you're like a name, you got a better shot of working on that show. Good Wife was a favorite show of mine, and it's it's in New York, so I never really had a chance to work on that. Although I don't want to give anything away, but I didn't like the ending. Just for me.
I had no idea it shot in New York either until you just told me that. I thought it was in L.A. But
no, that's a New York show, and actually, they used to be in not the old days, but a while back, there was not a lot of production in New York. It was for actors my actor friends that lived there. It was like you did your Law and Orders and maybe a soap, and then you were done. There's no other work TV-wise, but now that's changed quite a bit. Lots of stuff happening in New York on the East Coast. So.
And you didn't, and honestly, I never would have thought that New York would have that still going on. I figured all the work now was on the West Coast. It's just interesting that there are still jobs out here in New York City. I think that's a huge deal.
Yeah, well, I think a lot shoots at the Astoria studios, and there's another set of studios. I'm not sure. I think in Brooklyn. I'm not sure. But and then you can't. Nothing really beats shooting on the streets of New York too. The atmosphere and you don't have to double it like I think they used to use. They used to double. They still do double Toronto for New York in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I mean, Suits.
I think Suits
Toronto,
does that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be in New York. Yeah. And also, I mean, I know I'm probably aware of all the. We call it in LA the runaway production, shows that are shooting elsewhere because they're getting such great tax breaks from the States and stuff. So the Southeast is a pretty hotbed of shows, the Atlanta area, Wilmington, North Carolina, a lot of stuff shooting down there.
Wilmington's nice. I was actually there for a wedding last year. It was really nice.
I've never been.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It has a great nightlife, so it's pretty cool. I could understand that.
Yeah, I've never. This is very fascinating, I'm sure, to everybody. I've never been to the Carolinas. There, I've said it. It's out there. People know now.
Oh, well, you're missing out. No, you're really missing out. Just throwing it out there.
You know what? You should feel honored. I've never told anybody that.
Oh,
I'm glad I got it off my chest.
I do feel honored.
I've been holding that in, that I've never been to the Carolinas. Now the world.
How do you feel? How do you feel?
I feel a huge burden lifted from my shoulders.
That's what we want here.
Yeah.
That's all we want here. Hey, I can be a psychiatrist too. How about that? This is fun, man. I had so much fun doing this with you, and we could go on and on and on to a point where we should drink beer during this interview right now. And just release all the inhibitions right here in the air. And I probably should admit that probably has happened here on this show, and I just don't remember. But we would love to have you come back.
Oh, sure. I kind of ramble about weird stuff, but I hope that was okay.
Don't worry.
Yeah, no, it was really fun talking to you, man.
You fit in with this show. If you're going to ramble on about random stuff, this is the perfect show for you. So this is why you should come back again.
Absolutely. I feel like if I got a really rambling mood, I'll give you a call and talk your ear off.
There it is. There it is. You heard it here first. That's another thing he said. So you have it here on tape. You heard it.
Anyway, so I guess we're wrapping up, it sounds like. That's cool.
We are wrapping up. I appreciate I appreciate the time and
of course
rambling to me and me rambling back to you, and we should ramble again.
Okay, thanks. I really appreciate it, and hope your audiences enjoy me.
Well, I hope so too. They should. I don't know why they shouldn't.
Yeah, and the old plug thing. You guys can like my actor Kevin Brief Facebook page if you like, or I'm at Kevin Brief on Twitter and at.
Oh, you have a Twitter? I did not know
Instagram.
that. Well, let me get on that because I'm all about the twit. So
yeah, I know you're very connected in that world. So
is that what somebody's telling you, or are you being very observant? Because
no, observant. I was looking at some of their stuff before I came on to talk to you, and you know the social media world.
Lying to you.
Yeah.
If you didn't look, I was like, no, they're lying to you. I'm really not.
No, but yes, I'm kind of I know that's you're supposed to be doing that stuff, so I'm doing the best I can.
Don't worry.
Twitterverse or the Instagramverse or the whatever it's called.
We will teach you how to do that stuff. Don't worry.
Over that beer when we get together.
Mold you into being the best Twitter person ever.
Yeah, not a noble goal, but okay, I'll shoot for it.
Life goals. Many thanks to Kevin Brief for stopping by the podcast. We loved having him here. You can log on Twitter and follow him there at Kevin Brief. You can log on Facebook and give him a friend request. He's always looking for new people. And visit him on his website at kevinbrief.com. But that's it for me for right now. I'm Novell J. Lee, making sure you keep getting the latest buzz with Buzzworthy Radio by logging on to our website at www.buzzworthyradiocast.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at Buzzworthy Radio and liking us on our Facebook page. We'll see you guys next time. Take care.
From Twitter to iHeartRadio, Buzzworthy is everywhere. Miss the show? Log on to BuzzworthyRadiocast.com for past shows and videos of some of your favorite stars. Stay connected to Buzzworthy Radio.